There's something that draws people to Egyptian history, whether it's hieroglyphics, pyramids, or the fact that cats were worshipped, and that's obviously pushed archaeologists to uncover as much as they can about Egypt's past, including its death-based practices. In this video, we will talk about mummies here. A team unearthed a mummy with odd garments that could rewrite Egyptian history. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates. Let's get started. Old Kingdom era of Egyptian history is known for the rise of pyramid building, which began when King Djoser hired the architect Imhotep to prepare for his death. Imhotep took the assignment seriously and returned with the design of an enormous building suitable for an Egyptian royal's resting place. So designers and builders got busy, which led to the creation of the Great Pyramid at Giza. A Greek historian named Herodotus believed the construction must have taken around 20 years, and with the work of some 100,000 individuals during this time of building beautiful graves for their rulers, the Old Kingdom became dotted with pyramids. This includes the Saqqara Acropolis near Cairo, where Khafre was buried with ceramics and artistically painted wall patterns. These hieroglyphs showed that Khafre was buried in the 5th dynasty, suggesting he was linked to that era's pharaoh, Djeldga, whose pictures were painted in royal colors. Khafre's tomb's form and the Turin canon made historians aware of Djeldga, the 9th ruler of the 5th Egyptian dynasty, and other ancient figures. This papyrus includes details about every king's time and power. The scribes even had the length of their rule listed to the day. The Turin canon is missing some information since it's such an ancient document. Anan is in rough shape, but the details that remain are integral for historians studying Egyptian history. From this source, we know King Djeldga ruled Egypt after King Menkaure. He was in power for between 28 and 40 years. Researchers don't have an exact time range due to discrepancies. In October 2021, she told Smithsonian Magazine that Old Kingdom mummification was relatively simple, with basic desiccation not always successful, no brain removal, and only occasional internal organ removal. When the team studied Khafre, they realized this long-held belief may be wrong, and that these mummification methods were much older than anyone knew. The evidence was in Khafre's linen wrappings. Ikram remarked, "I've only seen so much good quality linen in the 21st dynasty. This would have taken place 1,000 years after Khafre's death." Apparently, Egyptian coroners invented high-quality mummification before then. Like mummies of a later era, Khafre's body was preserved with tree sap resin, which worked remarkably well for embalming. And then his resin-covered skin was wrapped in the fancy linen wrappings that excited Ikram's team. But even after examining Khafre's corpse, researchers weren't completely comfortable confirming their discovery. The grave may have belonged to Khafre, but his remains may have been replaced by a different aristocrat, Ikram said. If so, Khafre mummy revelation will revolutionize our knowledge of Old Kingdom history. The mummy's carbon-14 dating should take 6 months, and if it turns out to be Khafre's, it would be a huge find for archaeologists and change their understanding of early Egyptian trading. Ikram is excited about the possibility of Khafre being Khafre. The act unleashed a mummy's curse that took the lives of a number of researchers affiliated with the discovery, which is why when a mysterious locked chest was later discovered in the tomb, no one dared open it, at least for a time. Curiousness is a powerful thing, and eventually 2 researchers could no longer resist the urge to unlock the chest and reveal its ancient contents to the world. This duo was about to make history, but little did they realize they were about to unleash another curse. The team decided to film what was happening to show the world. Bethany Hughes, a historian and TV broadcaster, suggested examining this strange trunk carefully. Egypt's Riches Hughes and other experts were preparing the chest for a museum exhibition at the new Grand Egypt Museum in Cairo. To the average eye, the chest looked like a basic box, but on closer investigation, it was 3,500 years old. The crew of Egypt's great treasures gathered around the chest. The guest of honor was Dr. Esses Item, an Egyptian antiquities expert and archaeologist. As the cameras rolled, Drziden offered his theories for the chest. It might have been a linen chest for Ancientmysteries starring all the Queen's royal outfits, or perhaps the contents were something even more special. At long last, it was time for the moment they'd been waiting for. The audiences of Egypt's great treasures received a unique sneak peek. May there be preserved fashion antiques from thousands of years ago inside under Dr. Drziden and Hugh's attentive observation. The chest's lid was lifted up. Dramatic music would later be added to the final cut of the TV show, plus some close-ups on the experts' faces to really stretch the reveal in the actual room itself. However, everyone was silent while waiting inside. The biggest surprise was that there was nothing after all the time since it was left behind. In King Tut's chamber and pictured in the background of the photograph by Howard Carter, the chest of Ancientmysteries was empty, but Hughes wasn't done. She leaned in and took a long whiff of the scent that wafted out from the chest, a smell from 3,500 years ago. It would get audiences excited for an upcoming mummy exhibition. With COVID-19 still affecting traveling museums, they needed to think outside the box for ways to revitalize worldwide interest in Cairo. The Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities had something up their sleeve. Everything was going to go according to plan, or so they thought. The idea was to do a televised mummy parade, a multi-million-dollar extravaganza fit for a pharaoh. Ancient royal mummies would travel to the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization, and there would be fanfare along the way. Roads were even freshly paved to ensure a smooth, gentle procession path. The pharaoh's golden parade was filled with high security and celebrated as an outdoor event as COVID-19 restrictions began to loosen along the route. King Ramses II, Queen Hatshepsut, and other nobles were honored by performers, an orchestra, and a 21-gun salute. The rulers' bodies were specially housed in nitrogen-filled cases built into chariots to escort them. But with so many mummies, what about the curse? Although the curse skipped Hughes and Drziden, it seemed to target the parade in the last days of event preparation. The Suez Canal was blocked for several days as a massive cargo ship obstructed other essential ships, costing the world economy hundreds of billions of dollars. The oddest thing was that the ship was 666 kilometers from Tut's tomb. Ancientmysteries's sealed box was vital, even if it didn't hold Egypt's long-lost secrets. That's it for today. What do you think about this incredible discovery? Let us know in the comments section. Please like and share our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular updates.